I've been a pharmacist for over 12 years, and I own 2 pharmacies where we treat over 6,000 patients. And these are the 5 supplements that I recommend the most. Number 1 is a multivitamin. Now, some people ask me, Andrew, why do we take a multivitamin? Why didn't our ancestors take multivitamins? And the truth is if we were growing and hunting our own food, we probably wouldn't need a multivitamin. We could get everything we need from vegetables, plants, and protein sources. That being said, most of us don't do that. One thing you should look for in your manufacturer is, do they do third-party testing on their products? That's a good rule of thumb to test just whether your supplements you're getting are from a good quality manufacturer. The other thing is on a quality multivitamin, they're going to use methylated B vitamins. Now, the reason why many companies don't use methylated B vitamins is that it's more expensive. So when you're looking at a multivitamin, look for methylated B vitamins. That's a good way to start to know if you're getting a good multi. The second supplement that I recommend the most is a good probiotic. The reason I recommend this is not what most people think. Most people think of probiotics, they just think of when they take an antibiotic. And that's true. When we take an antibiotic, it's extremely important to take a probiotic. When you take an antibiotic and it kills all that good bacteria, it puts you at risk for a very serious infection called C. diff. Now, I have a personal experience with this where my wife, when we first got together, she was given an antibiotic, never told about probiotics. I wasn't a pharmacist at this time. I didn't know any better. She got given a very strong antibiotic, which killed all that good bacteria. It then allowed a bacteria called C. diff to take over. That can be a life-threatening infection. But what also happens is that when you take those antibiotics and kill that good bacteria, it's affecting your immune system. Up to 70% of your immune system is based in your GI tract. If we keep a good, healthy GI tract, we're less likely to get sick, especially during cold and flu season. For me personally, I take a probiotic every single day between about September and June. That's going to help keep my immune system healthy during that cough and cold season. So how do you know if you're getting a good probiotic? So a couple things that I look for in a good probiotic. I want to see at least 6 different strains of bacteria. That means different types. The other thing I want to see is at least 15 to 30 billion bacteria. A good probiotic also has prebiotic in it. What a prebiotic does is that helps feed the probiotic and helps it replicate to help get it through the stomach acid into the intestines where we want it. The next supplement that I find myself recommending the most, vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is often thought of as a bone pill, and that's very true. Vitamin D is essential for your body's absorption of calcium. However, that's not all it's good for. Vitamin D is critical for immune health, is good for mood, especially during the wintertime. I'm recommending vitamin D every single day. Now, the ideal way to get your vitamin D, as we've talked about before, is from sunlight. You want to be out in the sun as often as possible between the hours of about 12 and 2. That being said, with my job, I don't get out in the sun hardly at all. Even during the summertime, I'm not getting out in the sun, but especially during the wintertime, it's very difficult to get adequate sunlight to get our vitamin D. And that's why supplementation is important. I had an employee years ago who was put on an antidepressant. She had seasonal anxiety disorder, more depressed during the wintertime, is kind of what that means. Now, that could be related to a deficiency in vitamin D. She was getting bounced between different antidepressants. When I came into the picture, I recommended that she get on a good high quality vitamin D. We didn't stop her antidepressant immediately, but what she noticed when she got her levels of vitamin D up is that she no longer needed the antidepressant during the wintertime. How much vitamin D to take? That's a very individualized question, and it's something that we really should be checking blood levels. Vitamin D is what's called a fat-soluble vitamin, so it is something that we should check our levels with regular lab work. But a good rule of thumb, especially if you're not outside very often, is that if you're less than 150 pounds, I would normally start with a 5,000 unit vitamin D. Over 150 pounds, I would usually start with a 10,000 unit vitamin D. Again, this is a fat soluble vitamin. It is something we should be checking levels. But again, if you're not out in the sunlight regularly, this is a good rule of thumb on place to start. As mentioned, vitamin D is one of the most important supplements and one of the ones I recommend the most to my patients. If you want a quality product and something that you can trust, that you're getting what's listed on the label, I've created my own line of products called Teton Naturals for myself and my patients to find quality products that we can trust. Click below to pick yourself up a bottle of either the 5,000 or 10,000 unit vitamin D. The next supplement that I find myself recommending the most is omega-3. Getting a high quality omega-3 supplement is extremely important. Omega-3s are what's called essential fatty acids. What that means is your body cannot produce them naturally. You have to get them from your diet. Now, that's possible. If you're living on the coast, if you eat fatty fish regularly, you probably don't need an omega-3 supplement. However, most people don't. Most people aren't able to get fresh fish 3 to 5 times a week and get those essential fatty acids, and that's where an omega-3 supplement comes in. Omega-3 supplements are extremely good for inflammation. They're good for triglycerides. They're good for eye health, heart health, brain health. Omega-3s will actually decrease triglycerides, which is one of your dangerous cholesterol markers, as well as decrease blood pressure. Many people think this is the reason why they're so beneficial in heart health. How much should we take? How do you tell if you're getting a quality one? So the things we're looking for in an omega-3, the most important is going to be how much EPA and how much DHA it has in it. On an omega-3, I want want you to get somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 milligrams between EPA and DHA. Now, when you're looking at your supplement facts on the back of a bottle, it will tell you how much EPA and DHA has it. Some of the less expensive brands, they'll just have asterisks. It means they don't even know how much. What that usually means is that it's a cheap product, it hasn't been filtered down, and that can actually be pro-inflammatory. I mean, that can actually cause inflammation if you get a poor quality fish oil. We want a high quality product that knows how much EPA and DHA. You want to get at least 1,000, preferably up closer to 2,000 milligrams between the EPA and DHA for general health. And the fifth and final supplement I'm going to talk about today, of one of the common ones that I recommend, is magnesium. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical processes in the body. It is extremely important. Magnesium can be obtained from green leafy vegetables and other foods. That being said, most of my patients are deficient. When I think magnesium, one of the most common conditions I see come in to the pharmacy is leg cramps. A lot of people think that leg cramps are related to potassium. Oh, go eat more bananas. But actually, the more common cause is magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is also extremely important for energy production, protein synthesis, heart rhythm, muscle contraction, nerve function. When you start taking a magnesium supplement, some of the things you'll notice right away are improved sleep, improved relaxation, decreased muscle fatigue. The form of magnesium matters significantly. There's different forms of magnesium and they're good for different things. The form that I recommend for most people as a general supplement is a magnesium bisglycinate. It's highly bioavailable. What it is it's got a magnesium molecule and it's bound to a glycine molecule. It's something your body recognizes and it absorbs. The dosage that I recommend is a 400 milligram capsule. These are the 5 supplements that I find myself recommending to my 6,000 patients the most. It's also 5 supplements that I take on a regular basis. If you want to check out more information, follow me on my other socials, and I've got a ton of content talking about these and other supplements and health topics. If you have anything you'd like me to discuss, put it in the comment section and we'll make a future video about it.